up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and of course, Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
And we got Honey Baby in the building for the first time. Listen, Jasmine couldn't miss this because effing him too is...
Love that. Talking about, vaginas as well. Love that as well.
Oh, I can't say it.
Oh, thank God for letting me know because I'll be...
You can say it. We'll just bleep you out.
I can say pussy. Yeah. Pussy is power.
I was like, okay.
It got some power to it.
Power.
You know, it's interesting, though, because this song, Effing Him Too, that's a great vibe. But even the sample of So Into You, if you think about what that song is about in the first place.
Yes, it's connected.
Yeah.
Let's talk about taking somebody, like, winning somebody's man. I was like, that was like a whole internet conversation. Everybody's like, why is she saying this? And then there's people like, do y'all know what the original is even about? Like, come on.
Well, we didn't when it came out.
I did not. I just learned recently what it was really about. I didn't know. I just was singing along.
Because you sing a song and you don't think about what the song is really saying.
They did it a little bit more poetic.
Yeah.
It's like, a little bit more.
It's a little more. And then you're like, later on, and also we were younger too. So I think when you get older and you start singing a song and you're like,
wait a minute.
Hold on, what was that even about? So she was talking about, okay. All right. Because even Whitney Houston, right? Whitney Houston, I remember my mom was such a big Whitney Houston fan. But the song that she has, Saving All My Love, that's really about her and somebody else's husband.
Wait a minute. I was today years old. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and
you've
Shaka
got your
Khan
family
too.
and they need you there.
Oh, yeah.
She said a few stolen moments is all we have to share.
Oh, my gosh. I guess they were so subliminal back
then.
But not you, girl.
But what's Shaka Khan song?
Shaka Khan, hold on, that's in my phone. Cause I was listening to it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, she was trying to take somebody's man too."
What song? The Shaka Khan
Sweet Thing.
Okay,
Sweet Thing.
Even if you cannot stay,
yeah.
okay.
Cannot stay. Yeah,
I didn't even realize that either.
Yeah, that was about somebody else.
You're not mine, and I can't deny it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
She said, "Here is where you ought to be."
Wow. Okay.
It just sounds so pretty.
It did.
Yeah,
it does.
Too sounds pretty too, but
it
it's
does.
very in your face.
Catchy.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, girl.
But it's real life, and I was also wondering because it's also we're in a time where maybe he's not. I don't know. Is he in a relationship and she's just in denial, or is it that? Because a lot of women know a man is doing something, but will stay anyway.
Yeah.
And then be mad at you, but still keep him, which I don't understand because I'm like, a guy will do what you allow him to do.
Yeah, literally, a guy will do what you allow them to do. And why are you more mad at me than the guy that owe you loyalty?
Right.
I ain't your man. Mm-hmm. Be mad at your man. Why you mad at me?
But they still was mad at you, girl.
Oh, they was so mad at me. They was like, oh my God. And I'm just like, not effing your man.
I'm just a vessel.
It's just
I'm just talking.
Have you ever been in that position?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that person could be mad. Remember when SZA did
The Weekend?
Yeah, people were mad for that.
Yeah, people were mad at that. And she actually had an interview not too long ago talking about the song. She was like, I was just really being very petty.
Yeah.
When she made that song, she was like, I was just being petty as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Young and dumb and petty.
And you co-write your music too.
Yeah.
So that's good to be able to draw from real experiences, but you learn from that as well. Tell us about the situation because I want to know where the song came from.
So I actually didn't write this one.
Okay.
This is like one of the only songs that I have. No, this is the second song I have out that I didn't have no play with.
Okay.
And when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is so messy. This just reminds me like of being 20, 21, just being a hoe. Just being a hoe. And I was like, yo, I could eat this up. And when I recorded it, I was like, oh yeah, I ate this up. And I knew everybody was gonna come for me. But I was just like, I don't care. Like, it is what it is because it's girl. Like, I noticed there was like a lot more love than hate, depending on what social it was. But also, you could have been with somebody, man, and you not know that.
Right.
Like,
right. You could.
Like,
it happens.
I'm not out here looking, yeah, I'm about to steal her man tonight, and yeah, I'm about to F him. And no, girl, I don't want your man. I want your stinky man.
Okay.
Just
keep,
like Missy
keep
said.
your man. Now, what about getting cheated on, though?
I've been cheated on.
Okay. And did you get mad at the other woman, or were you just...
No. Because I feel like you don't owe me no loyalty. Like,
okay.
we not
But if it was
friends.
your friends?
Oh, yeah, no. I'm whooping that ass.
We fighting.
I'm whooping that ass.
Then you fighting over dick.
I'm
okay.
What Cardi say? I'm fighting over it for sure.
And this, so the EP, the project is called 3 Words, 8 Letters, and now you have a deluxe version that's coming out.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about why you felt. Let's do a deluxe version because you have the Touchin' featuring Busta Rhymes, Touchin' featuring Cali. So, which is great that you got, because the first album, like the first project EP, originally didn't have features on it.
None at all. That was like my first project ever, and I was freshly signed. I don't know nobody in the industry. I didn't know nothing. Like,
See, I like that though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing because a lot of people do rely on aligning themselves with people and features. A lot of people get those cosigns when they first come into the game, but I do think it's refreshing when you could hear somebody do a project where it's just them.
Yeah, I had no cosigns. I literally got like the Busta cosign. I got that like 2 months ago, a month ago. Like that's fresh, brand new. So I've been signed for over a year, and I just been building. Like I think what's different from me to a lot of people is I'm really starting like from the bottom when I got discovered. Like a lot of people, they get discovered, they're already moving, they're already doing certain things, they already know certain people. Like me and my manager, like we was really getting it out the mud. Like when I got signed, I probably only had 10,000 followers.
See, that's a unique thing though.
Like,
because usually when an artist gets signed, they already had like a single that was out, that was popping, or they're down with somebody. And you're from Asbury Park.
Yeah.
So it's not like, Asbury Park, New Jersey is not like the lit place where artists come from like that. Not R&B or hip hop artists.
No, like a lot of people from Jersey come from like Newark or East Orange or up top. I'm definitely coming from like this little strange place to people. And like, yeah, I think like what's so dope about my like come up and how everything's going is everything's very organic and like authentic and different now. It's like kind of like how they used to do it back in the day, like real artist development, finding somebody nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody knows who this girl is. Now y'all got like her. Y'all gonna like me.
How did you find your space while you were in Asbury Park? Because it's not like that's a scene where you see a bunch of R&B, you see a bunch of artists all the time, you see a bunch of celebrities. How were you able to be like, okay, let me start building this up? Like, were you able to collaborate, go in the studio, get beats? How did you learn, or who did you work with to do all those things?
I did all that by myself. I just would go on YouTube and find beats, and I would just write. And then, I'd find an engineer, lock in with the engineer, record by myself, and keep doing it over and over again. I wasn't collabing with people because there's not singers in Asbury. Everybody was like rapping and doing rap music and everything. And
did anybody ever make it like that we would know of? No, not yet. Okay.
No. Yeah.
You're the first.
Yeah.
But your dad did music, right?
Yeah, he did music. That's how I was like introduced to music. But once I got to a certain age, everything kind of got estranged. So I kind of had to like learn everything like myself at a big age. Like he definitely introduced me to like, like you could write your own music. You could record on your own. Like he was making like beats and stuff like that. Like that's what he was into. But I was really small. Like I was like 5, 6 years old. I started really writing music again when I was in high school.
Okay.
Like, so I was like, let me get back into this little bag. And when I graduate, I'm going to just do everything I want to do, because I didn't want to be in school and people finding my music. And then they be like, oh, yeah, girl, I seen you on so-and-so. Now I'm embarrassed. Now I don't want to do nothing. Hell no.
What did he think about you doing music?
He liked it. We don't really talk much. So I don't really like know how he really, really feels, but just knowing that it was something that he was really into, I know that he probably thinks it's super dope, and it's like you said you're doing exactly what you said you were gonna do. And I feel like where we come from, it's odd or rare to see somebody want to like go into the industry and do industry things and like be an artist and be big and like like famous and all that other stuff. Like it's so weird and rare to see something like that come out of Asbury. So I think it's really dope.
What about your mom?
Oh, she's excited. I could breathe and she'll be happy. She's like, oh my God, my baby just breathed like that. Like, oh yeah, my mom, she get excited over everything. My mom, like my nani, my titi, like my brothers, like they're real excited. My stepmom, my little sister, like my little sisters, she's crazy.
What does your mom think about you know, like pussy power and, you know, like.
What she be saying? She be singing too? Like,
yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, she said he wanna put it. Mommy, I don't want to hear that. Please, I don't want to hear about
she's
what you
super
got.
supportive.
Yes, my mom, she's with all the antics. Like,
Okay.
she's definitely more like my best friend than like that, like super like, don't say that and don't do that. Like, no, she's with all the bull, all of it, everything.
Now, how long did it take you to actually, once you found your manager and all of that, to get signed? And how, like, what was the plan that y'all was mapping out? What was the process?
Well, when I met him, I honestly wasn't even dropping music. I didn't, like, when I met him, I didn't drop music for like a year. So he just like had to go through my catalog. Like, he had to really find like what is it about this girl that I like and that I could see the vision and that I believe in. And then he was like, all right, like when he fucked with the music, he was just like, give me 6 months and I really could change your life. He said, if I don't change your life in 6 months, whatever you want to do, just do it.
Wow, that's not a long time either, by the
No,
way.
and he didn't make me sign no papers or nothing.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
that's wow.
It was all raw. He put in his own money. He grinded. He did.
You signed now? No.
Yeah, I signed the papers now. Once we got that contract, that nigga put that shit out and said, well, now, this is what we got to do.
It's a new day.
Before you do this.
Before we
That's a
even.
scary thing for a manager,
Yeah.
right? Because you also always have to think, what if I get this person to a certain point and then they
leave.
bounce? Or what if the label goes behind my back and talks to them? Or what if somebody else comes up and is like, I could do this in X, Y, and Z for you?
Yeah.
So that's a risk.
It is a big risk. You know, I'm just like, you know, I got that energy. It's just like.
You wasn't going to do that. Okay.
I wasn't going to do that.
I mean, that's good. That's
he-
good that y'all both looked out for each other.
Yeah, and he taught me a lot. Like before we even like got to the point of like meeting with like the label and everything, he was teaching me like how people really can be snakes and you know how to move with certain people when people talk to you and how they approach you a certain way to just know to like, you know, pick out from certain people.
Have you had some like weird things happen? People trying to be snaky yet? Or it's still early?
I don't-
We gotta give it.
I don't think I have because a lot of people know my manager.
Right.
So, and I'm a snitch.
I'm telling.
like, I'm snitching. Like, don't say nothing to me because I'm telling him. But, yeah, like.
It's good for him.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think he knows so many people in the industry. I don't feel like nobody's really on that type of time right now. Hopefully never on that type of time.
Right.
But I haven't had nothing weird happen to me yet. Like, that's, like, real sneaky or anything like that. And he's like a bulldog, so he be like, like.
What was the most exciting thing so far that's happened? Like somebody that's reached out to you or posted you or did a TikTok? Like what was?
Who you about to say?
Kehlani.
Oh,
Nice.
you love Kehlani. We love Kehlani too.
Yo,
Okay.
I love Kehlani. I think the craziest thing that happened to me was going from like being this really big Kehlani fan and like really admiring her and her work and like her story period to like, you know, like a week ago, we sitting in the strip club, vibing out. And it's like, yo, is this really my life right now? Like, what the hell is going on? That was the craziest thing that's
You're like, somebody get some footage of this, but act like I didn't know.
Yo, I swear, like, when I got there, I think I just kind of, like, I was just having so much fun. And it didn't feel like I was with somebody that I looked up to. It felt like I was with somebody that I was, like, cool with, like my peer. And it was just so strange because I used to think about, like, what's going to happen when I meet Kehlani? What's going to happen when what's going to happen when this happens and this happens? And it happened. And then I woke up the next morning, I'm on the phone with my best friends. And we're like, bitch, this is crazy.
Right.
Like,
I was just in the strip club with Kehlani.
With Kehlani. And then I wake up and then all like, because she had like fans there. Now we're all over the internet. And I was like, yo, oh my God. Like,
That's a
what
moment.
the hell is this? And then even before, like when I first met her, that was crazy too. I like.
You guys are on the same label too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Which was strange too. I was like, it's like my life aligns a certain way. Like, I don't know.
Was Atlantic the first label that approached you, or were there other people that were like trying to?
So what happened? They were the first label to approach me because again, I was really small. Like,
Yeah.
I think.
But I think that's good because it's
Yeah.
not like they were like, she got this huge viral hit and then everybody's trying to come at you. That means they really saw something.
Yeah, I think after the fact, once we started to do, and then it's like artist development too. I don't think a lot of labels are really on that type of time or even know how to do that or know how to function with that. So once I signed to them, I think now it's like now people are starting to really see me and notice me and are watching me because they see now that I'm moving.
Right.
And like my name is out a little bit more. But when we met with them, it just made sense for what we wanted to do, because my manager at first was like nervous about me like signing, like is this what we really want to do, or do we want to keep grinding? But it just really made a lot of sense for us. And then when we went in there, I could act a fucking nut. Like, I didn't have to be, like, legs crossed. It was like, what's up? Like, what we doing? Like, what's the vibes? Like, yeah. Now I'm running around the building with no shoes on. And
what's your personality like? Because it seems like a lot, you know. It seems bubbly and like, how
energetic.
Yeah. What's your personality like? What do you like? Because, I mean, we get a glimpse now.
I don't know. I just, like.
She tried to say it all sweet. I don't know.
Now she's like.
I don't know. I'm just, like. I'm all over the place sometimes. It's like one day I might be really calm, cool and collective. I don't know, my brain just don't be processing things. But most of the time, 95%, 99.9% of the time, actually, I am off the walls. Okay. I'm like, I feel like the inside of my brain. You ever seen Scary Movie?
Yeah.
And where they opened up his brain and he was like dancing inside his brain. Yeah, like he was just wait. That's my brain. Like it just be dancing all day. Like I am not the type of person to be drinking Red Bulls if I am not tired.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Yeah, clearly.
No ma'am, no ham.
And I also see you hanging out with Maya the Don.
Oh yeah, that's my girl.
That's your girl too. Okay, good.
Yeah.
See, now you got all these friends. Yeah. So music together. Do you see the Kehlani collab y'all was, working?
Yeah,
with?
I'm praying for that right now. Like, I want it to happen, like, organically, though.
Because you can't be hanging out and be like, so when we get in the studio.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, what's up? Like, I got the song I want you to get on. Like, nah. Like, I want it to happen really organic, especially because we are signed to the same label, and she knows that she's somebody that I admire. I don't want it to be, like, a label thing or, like, a setup thing. Like, I want something like that to happen super organic. And me and Maya are actually cool, like, so we're definitely going to do something together. But as far as, like, the K thing, I'm just waiting for that because I know it's going to happen. Like, I'm, like, manifest God over here, bro. I manifest everything. Like, I could manifest a bird flying in this room right now. And be like,
go ahead, let's see.
What's the craziest thing you've manifested for yourself?
My life, period. It's so weird because before I met my manager, I was like really grinding, like I wasn't even like on the music tip, and I was just still writing music and still like I know this is what I want to do, but I can't pursue this fully right now. And I was like in a club, and I was in this really small apartment, and like I was just trying to figure shit out, and I was like, I'm only gonna do this for a year, and after this year
working in a club,
yeah, like I'm gonna do this for a year, and after this, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna change my life. My life is gonna change. I'm never gonna have to worry about nothing again. And then I had this manifesting book, and like I was reading it the other day, like I was like writing down like, oh, I'm living in my apartment and my big windows, and it's like this and like that, and I'm in my apartment. I'm looking at my book, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? And then like just the way my like career is going right now, like I didn't want nothing that was like gonna boom right in my face and I wouldn't be able to catch it.
Right.
Like I wanted something that I could catch and enjoy and really
appreciate
absorb.
the whole like getting to a certain point, the build up, like you said, the development of a career instead of having something big and viral and then it's like, damn, how do I catch up to that? Exactly.
And even like I really wanted a team that felt like family. I didn't want to have a team that felt like work, like. And I manifested that, and I think that's really crazy because that's very rare to find, especially if you don't know nobody. I don't know nobody in the industry.
Right.
So it literally just fell in my lap. Like, everything just fell in my lap. And looking back, it's like, how did I go from summer of 2022 doing what I was doing and living how I was living and going through what I was going through to fast forward to summer 2023, and my whole life is completely different.
Wow, that's crazy. In 1 year, when you look back at where you were, you know how the iPhone, the pictures be popping up?
Yes.
The memories.
Like, on this day 2 years ago. And you're like, what was I doing?
Literally, like, even like this, like, that summer 2022, the year before that, I was like sleeping on my mom's couch. So I was like sleeping on my mom's couch. All right, I'm still figuring it out. And then boom, you're getting everything you ever wanted, you ever asked for. And to manifest something like that coming from where I come from, and then going through what I was going through at the time, I think is absolutely insane. And the way that I manifested, everything happened the way that I said it was going to happen, which is very scary to me.
When you say what you were going through, like what type of things were you going through?
I just was like struggling really bad. I didn't know where life was gonna take me. Like I didn't know what was going on, what I was gonna do. Like I was again living like sleeping on my mom's couch, but it's me, my mom, my nephew, my brother in a 1-bedroom apartment, and it was just like a lot going on. And then I just got really depressed, and I was just like, yo, I can't deal with this. Like my brain literally cannot process this. And then it just was like a switch. Like I was like, you know what? Maybe one day everything's gonna come together. Maybe one day I'm not gonna have to deal with this. Maybe one day, like, my brain is not gonna eat me alive. Everything is gonna eat me alive. And now I'm just like a fucking flying bird.
And then to also think your mom held you down. Now you have an opportunity to hold her down.
Yes, she definitely held it down for me when I needed her the most. So I really appreciate that. Like, I'll give her the world. Her and my nephew, I love them to death. Her, my mom, my stepmom, my nephew, and my sister, they really held it down for me. So whatever they want, they get. Yeah.
Now, when it comes to exes, get your lick back. Did you write that?
No, Cortez brought me
Okay.
that. Cortez brought me that. And then around the time we dropped it, I actually broke up with my man at the time. I left him.
Why?
I got my lick back. Because he was a piece of shit.
That'll do it.
Yes.
We need you to elaborate. What makes him a piece of shit?
He was horrible. Oh my God. Like if I could chew a piece of gum and stick it on the bottom of my shoe and smear it 20 times, that would be him. I swear to God.
Yeah, we need some examples. What was he doing?
And how long were you together?
Oh, we were together for 2 years.
Okay.
He was very manipulative. Like he was just like, he knew I was young and naive, and he would use that to his advantage. Like, he would, like, he's the reason why I went downhill. I swear to God, never let a man let you go downhill, especially when you just turned 21. Like, a fresh 21, I'm supposed to be outside. I'm supposed to be for the streets. I should have went back to being a hoe.
But he was locked in, so he was manipulating you. So what was he doing? Like, he was jealous? He wasn't wanting you to be around people? He wasn't letting you pursue your dreams? What was it?
It would be like, all right, I want to be with you every day. I want you to be around me every day. Like, you don't really got to do nothing. And then he would throw it in my face. Like,
yeah, that's bad.
And
when
then,
people try to separate you from things and not let you go out and build on your own.
Exactly.
And then that way they have power over you.
And then we would go to the studio, and that would be a thing. Or, like, if I'm in the studio on my own term, he's texting me, like, oh, what the engineer doing? What you and the engineer doing? What the engineer look like? That.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Insecurity.
like, insecurity. And then when I was ready to leave him, he threw in my face that I was like sick, like becoming successful. Oh, you think you're too good for me now? You think you're too good for the situation? You're letting money change you.
Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Like,
Actually,
I am too good for the situation.
yes, and it just like
I was stuck.
He was trying to like manipulate me like into like feeling bad.
Because sometimes you feel like you owe somebody. Because I think that's a thing where you were with me during this time, but you weren't great to me. And now,
like, ew.
And now I'm ready to go, and I've gotten strong enough. Because I think as women, a lot of times when we do break up, we've already broken up, like in our head. All of our friends know. Yeah, we're already like
I don't even like you no more.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't stand you. Why are you breathing?
Yes, like please, just
it's
fall
bothering
out.
me. Why are you breathing so hard?
Why are you breathing is crazy.
That's real though. Why are you like? Why you even? Just go
Why
away.
are you in space? Yeah.
Like just fall off the earth.
So y'all couldn't even be friends then, huh? After that.
No. Hell no. Hell to the neck.
You know, I feel like it's not going to be just music for you, but there's other things it seems like you would want to do, just judging from your energy. So what are some things that are on Honey Baby's bucket list for her plan for the future?
I want to be I want my own TV show.
Okay. Put it out there.
Yup, I want to be on TV. I want an HBO or Star show. Like
scripted?
Like Issa Rae Call Me. And I want a reality show because I am funny.
Yeah,
like,
you are funny.
I'm funny. Me and my friends really are hilarious. And I feel like we need our own reality show. And then I want to do my own makeup.
Come on, bring it.
Yeah, like I want my own makeup line, you know, like something cute. And then I want it to be in like Sephora and Ulta, like Fenty.
I can see that.
Then, right?
Yeah.
And then-
You went to cosmetology school, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, I
Okay.
did. I hated it.
Do you do your own makeup?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did a great job. You did this?
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, yeah, that's
we
really
like
good.
it.
Mhm.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you.
You saving you some money too, girl.
I ain't paying nobody $200 to do do this face of mine and me not like it. I know my structure and these cheeks.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead. What else?
And then I want all the big fashion designers to love me so they could dress me. And I want to go to the Met every year. And I want to be, and I want to be best dressed for every award show.
Okay.
And every gala. I just want to be that girl. I just want to be Rihanna, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Following those footsteps. Well, I cannot wait until like a couple of years when we pull this up and you're doing all those things and we can say, remember when Honey Baby was on here on Way Up and she said she was going to be at the Met every year and she was going to have her own
makeup line
at Ulta and Sephora. And she was
shows, reality shows with her friends.
Yep. I'm walking here with that big old the honey box. I'm be like, look what I got. All this stuff.
Well, we love to see it. Well, thank you so much for coming through. We really did enjoy it. 3 words, 8 letters. I hate you, but I also love you.
Yes.
Those are the 3 words and the 8 letters. I hate you. I love you.
I hate you. I love you. April 26th.
April 26th. That is the, what do you call it? A deluxe version of the EP. Mm-hmm.
Great tunes. Great tunes.
And are you prepping for a full-length album?
Am I prepping for a full-length album? Yes.
Always prepping, right? We're always prepping.
Touching. Oh, yes. Touching is definitely going crazy right now. So when I come out with this new album after this deluxe, I'm going to have about 25 touch-ins and it's going to be lit.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to have me at #1 by the end of this year.
There we go. Put it all out there.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Honey Baby. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's Way Up.
Way up.